Hello! Welcome to Greg's Chan 1. I'm Greg, and this is Channel 1. Welcome, Doctor Who, Season 12, Episode 6, Praxeus. Yes, I know the review is late. I've had a pretty busy weekend, and unfortunately I haven't had the chance to watch the episode and get it done. Get the review sorted out. But the moment I got the chance to watch the episode, got the episode watched, and now the video is up. So, let's dive right in. I loved this episode. I think this episode is a very, very strong episode, and I think it was done very, very well. Now, Orphan 55 obviously did the message in the story atrociously. This episode, Praxeus did it with skill. I loved the way that at the start of the episode and at the end of the episode, as you know, spoilers, I'm not very good at holding, so let's just keep rolling. Okay. At the start and at the end of the episode, obviously, Jodie gives her voiceover. Mwah! So we love Jodie's voice. The way that she carries her voice when she's telling... It's almost like she's telling some kind of story. And absolutely damn love it. We get to see Hong Kong, Peru, Madagascar. Yeah, and we get all this cool stuff happening. Jumping from place to place to place to place, introducing us to the characters that we're going to be dealing with this episode. So we've got Suki and Alamoi? Suki and her mate. You've then obviously got the doctor, the good old doc, meeting up with them. You got Graham and Yaz meeting up with Jake, who I thought was bloody brilliant the entire episode. Brilliant the entire episode. We then had Adam, the astronaut. I like the fact that they talked about, obviously, the connection between the two, Jake and Adam, but didn't really explain it. You got Ryan with Gabriella, and then you had Jamela, who was wiped out relatively quickly. The birds, I got very, very Alfred Hitchcocky vibes from it. I was like, oh, Hitchcock, you've come from the grave to bring your own birds back for Doctor Who. Brilliant. This is another great bit of work from Chibnall. He seems to work very well as a co-writer, it seems. When he's got the main focus on him and it's his own work, not quite as strong, but I guess, obviously, with the co-writing thing, he's got that person who can go, Chris, you're going off target. And he's like, back on target. Or so on and so forth. That's what I'm probably gathering. But yeah, the way the episode was built, obviously, the whole, the kind of plasticky kind of rock formation-y part of, of course, climbing up the body. That was a brilliant effect. I loved that. And the way that it just kind of collects up and then pops the person. It's like, oh! Made me jump every single time it happened. Because we got it with Jamela. We got it with the naval guy, Max. We'll go with Max, because I think that's what his name was. And then obviously we had it with Suki. Suki's reveal that actually, her people were dying from Praxeus. And so her and her crew came to a place where they thought that, they might be able to come up with a great cure for it, so then they can save them. The way the doctor tore into her about it, So you decide to infect Earth just so you can save yourself and your crew and your people whilst dooming another race. How's that right? And obviously obviously you could tell that she was there like, yeah, but, and obviously and Jake being damn brilliant. I liked the way that you had Adam say to him that the reason why they're obviously that they were husbands, married. They were married husbands, and Graham is awesome. Bradley Walsh is one of the best things about season 11 and 12. Him and Jodie. I've got an idea on what they're doing with Yaz. It feels like she's getting quite reckless, and she's doing almost. She may end up. I got an idea, and I think she might be gone by the end of this season. I also think Ryan might be gone as well by the end of the season. Thanks to maybe Yaz getting reckless as she was here. I mean, yes, she justified it well, and she ended up being quite useful. But that could have gone horribly wrong. Taking risks she really shouldn't have taken, and really didn't need to initially. I hope we see these guest guys again, because I thought they were quite cool. And it'd be nice to obviously get to see them again in maybe a future episode. Maybe even come back, collect one of them, turn them into a companion once companions leave or something, maybe. Make that something that Jodie does. Is, when a companion leaves, she goes back to people who she's built a rapport with to, fill the void. Something I didn't think I'd enjoy was the team splitting up. I think it worked really well because it helped them all kind of develop themselves a little bit. I mean, as long as it doesn't become very much Scooby-Doo related, where it's like, alright gang, let's split up and look for clues. And everyone going, oh, who's going with who? You know what, Ryan, you go with Graham. I'm going to go with Yaz, or me and Ryan, we'll go together. Yaz, you go with Graham. Bye-bye, yay! As long as we don't end up with it happening all the bloody time until the team changes, I quite liked it here. And it kind of worked for the way that they were trying to fix the situation. Or at least that's how I felt. And Jake's attempt at a heroic sacrifice was bloody brilliant. When they do the earlier on in the episode, they had Graham talking with Jake, pretty much trying to work out what went wrong in the relationship and why they separated. Jake explained that obviously he felt inferior to his partner because, Adam was some kind of, he was like he was an astronaut. He was super cool. Whereas, Jake, obviously as a cop, felt that he was not quite as cool. Oh, that reminds me of a line. I think it's Jake's first line we actually hear from him, where he speared this young lad to the ground, caught him, and it's just like, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you do say will seriously aggravate me. I was like, yeah. Jodie made me barely laugh as the Doctor in this episode with one of probably a very, very immature joke, but I found it hilarious. Obviously, Ryan had picked up the dead bird from Peru. And, the Doc is good old Doc going, oh, if only I had one of these to dissect so I could work out what the hell's going on, I might be able to fix it. And Ryan just goes, I got one in my backpack. And it's just the way that 13, through Jodie, just goes, oh, that's why you smell like dead bird. I thought you just changed your shower gel. It was like, yes! Oh, mate, that tickled me. Tickled me so much. But yeah, that was bloody brilliant. And then obviously we got the attempt at a heroic sacrifice at the end. Because Enderman said, "Stop dodging life. I'm going to die. You need to stop dodging life. You need to actually take life on properly. Just go for it." So obviously, when the ship, it looks like it, the autopilot's not going to work. Jake decides he's going to stay behind and he's going to pilot it. Granted, they saved the last millisecond before the ship blew up. Cool. Bust that out as something that every now and then the Doctor can, but sometimes the Doctor can't. Otherwise, it renders things like Adric's death from Peter Davison. But then again, that could be something along the lines of, Jodie's Doctor seems more in tune with the way that her TARDIS works, maybe. But yeah, that was a very strong episode. I think it's probably one of my favourites of the entire season so far. I loved the Fugitive of the Jadoon last episode. Nikola Tesla's episode was great. Spyfall Part 1 and 2 I loved. Only one bad episode so far this season. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Click the like, the subscribe, do the stuff, do the things, do the, whatever. You know what to do. And hope to see you guys in the next video. And only one thing to do. We'll have to find out next time. I'm sorry. Anyway, cheers and good night.